The Greens will not support the government's planned changes to the Murray Darling Basin Plan, instead referring the legislation to a Senate inquiry for interrogation.
A deal designed to be a lifeline to one of the country's key water sources has instead come under scrutiny. The Greens will not support proposed changes to the Murray Darling Basin Plan in their current form, claiming they failed to provide assurances that water will be delivered to South Australia and the river. Senator Sarah Hanson-Young says the Greens will refer the legislation to a Senate inquiry. After more than a decade, this Murray Darling Basin Plan has failed to deliver the water our environment needs. In order to get Green support for delaying the plan, we need a guarantee that water, real water, is delivered to South Australia, the environment and the health of the river. The 2012 plan to help restore water to the Murray Darling Basin has fallen drastically behind schedule. Last month, Environment Minister Tanya Plibersek announced a new approach to get it back on track.
My door will always be open to Victoria joining on with this plan. It's certainly in the interests of Victoria to do so, more time, more funding, but also better environmental outcomes.
The deal the minister brokered with all basin states and territories except Victoria will see more time for water-saving projects to be completed, new projects to be commissioned and the use of controversial water buybacks. The water buyback scheme sees the government buy irrigation licences from growers along the river, which the National Irrigation Council claims can negatively impact water prices.
If there's less water available, then basically the market price will go up. We see that in droughts when there's less water available. Buyback should really be the last resort. It's the most destructive way of recovering water on, for all Australians. It just flows through to the cost of your food, the availability of your food.
Senator Hanson-Young claims the legislation will delay the problem. She says without a guarantee that the 450 gigalitres of water that was promised will be delivered, this bill will just kick a can down the road. Plibersek will face challenges getting her legislation through the Senate without the support of the Greens. The legislation needs to be through by December to avoid triggering Commonwealth takeover powers in the plan. Monique Van Hayden, Sky News.